Mobile games have really come into their own in recent years, with tons of great new games released every month. The only issue is that the Play Store and the App Store are still a mess, so finding the best games can be an absolute nightmare. And to help, we put together this list of the 10 best new Android and iOS games of February 2021. Before we start the video, I just want you to know 82% of you guys have not subscribed to the channel, so smash that subscribe button now. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Starting off at number 10, we have Hidden Lands. Hidden Lands is a beautiful, calm, and relaxing puzzle game in which the gameplay has features of both searching for objects and finding differences between two locations, which are created in 3D and can be viewed from different angles. This makes it easy to analyze them by finding inaccuracies and interesting objects. There's also a plot component. Gamers will go on a journey through time and space in order to find answers. 3 of the vanished civilization, the 3 secrets. It is necessary to collect evidence, find the relics, and make a complete picture of what happened to those who used to live here. Moving on to number 9, we have CyberHero. This is a role-playing game where you'll fight the forces of Sinister Corporation. Now, in this game, you act as a member of the Resistance Squad and go out into the dark streets of the city, destroying enemies and collecting valuable resources. A huge corporation has taken over the city and takes resources, and the residents of the city have no choice but to survive and escape from enemies. Complete numerous tasks and missions, and fight enemies in turn-based battles. Compete with players from all over the world and develop your character. Coming in at number 8, we have Stunt Car Extreme. This is an extreme race with dizzying stunts, traps, and unusual challenges. Get in the car and start performing stunts, dodging everything that can crash into the car and stop it. To control the car, use 2 fingers, one to press the brake and gas depending on the situation, and the second changes the position of the car when it's in the air to do rotations and land exactly on all 4 wheels. Dozens of different tracks will test your extreme driving skills, where the boards break under your wheels and you need to have time to pass the next bridge before the locomotive runs over it at full speed, so as not to be crushed, and this is a small part of what awaits you. Next up at number 7, we have Suicide Guy. Suicide Guy is a game in the style of strategy, where you'll have the opportunity to constantly search for any way to commit suicide. The game is really filled with some madness and satire, but it's able to significantly amuse any player. You'll see a huge, colorful world in which you'll overcome round after round, constantly killing yourself in any possible way. In the course of the action, you can find a lot of game references to other projects, as well as have a great time in your free time. All actions will take place with a first-person view, so you can get deeper in the whole essence of what's happening. Down to number 6, we have Zombie Defense 2. This is a great shooter on the popular theme of zombie apocalypse. Now, the action unfolds in North Korea in the near future. In 2017, the North Korean government was organized by a group of scientists who needed to develop a new type of biological weapon by the code name Black Widow. As a result of leakage of the virus, there was a mass infection of the first country and then around the world. 6 years later, it was decided to send an operative into the epicenter of the outbreak of the virus for the production of the vaccine. In the role of the protagonist, you'll get through The Walking Dead to the goal. Moving on to number 5, we have Project Cars Go. Project Cars Go is a racing game where you hop behind the wheel of well-known cars from the most popular manufacturers in the world. Take turns with ease and gun the engine when you can, feeling the adrenaline pump through your body as you step on the accelerator and race to the finish line. You can customize your vehicles in the workshop, of course, to unlock new toys to play with, and first, you'll need to race and earn rewards. From the very first race, you'll be amazed by the jaw-dropping graphics. The sounds are immersive too, so between that and the graphics, you might even feel like you're actually there. Next up at number 4, we have FPS CyberPunk. This is a first-person shooter in a cyberpunk setting with multiplayer. Here you'll expect intense contractions and atmospheric locations with the use of futuristic weapons. There are modes like Classic Deathmatch, More Deathmatch, and Capture the Flag. In addition to these features, gamers will appreciate the cool neon graphics in the typical cyberpunky style and comfortable, smooth touch-based controls like never suitable for dynamic firefights. Well-designed locations will give you a lot of tactics and ways to snatch victory from a group of opponents. Coming in at number 3, we have Astracraft. Now, Astrocraft is an action game that challenges you to create and customize robots in order to defeat your enemies. Yep, you get to modify your robots with over 200 modules. You'll actually have to try hard to make 2 that are alike. You can modify your robot using the greatest editing tool that's included in the game, but you can also merge your robot with other more highly advanced robots that are fighting by your side. The customizing limit exists only in your imagination, because you can adapt your robot at any moment using the different pieces in your inventory. This incredible game includes several gaming modes, and the visuals are excellent. Next up at number 2, we have SpongeBob Squarepants. In this game, you'll play as a character from the cartoon SpongeBob, who runs through a colorful, surreal world made in full 3D. It's worth noting that the graphics in the game are better than in the cartoon. In your journey, you will have to go through a variety of locations and obstacles. The world is made pseudo-open, and despite the rather linear plot, there is relative freedom in passing, and the game itself resembles a chain of quests. The player is waiting for various unpleasant mobs and treasures with boosters. And finally, at number 1, we have Yeager. Yeager is a 3D action role-playing monster hunting game set in an alien world. Immerse yourself in the visually breathtaking world created by our next-gen graphics engine as you take on the role of Yeager, an elite Vidrian hunter who takes bounties to hunt dangerous beasts. Yeager features an intuitive action-oriented combat system, allowing you to engage fearsome creatures up close, weakening them by breaking body parts with flashy combos, then moving in for a definite kill. Customize your weapon and equipment freely to create the best setup for your playstyle. Pit your skills against 4 highly challenging marks with unique movesets and attack patterns, with more to come soon. So that's it, guys. If you found this video interesting, then please leave it a like, and if you want to see more videos just like this, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!